Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Zu Cru Edu. My name is Nikki. I'm the commissary manager here at the Alabama Gulf Coast Zoo. Today we will be explaining how we feed all of our animals. Cool. So on screen you'll see me with a couple of my favorite friends. My job is much more behind the scenes at the zoo. I basically run the kitchen where we make all of the food for all of the different animals. Typical day for me starts with getting produce donations from several different local grocery stores. From there, I drive back to the zoo, sort all of the produce, and then also have to cook protein and vegetable options for lots of the different animals. From there, lots of inventory and ordering and just making sure that we have everything on hand that we need for our animals. We have several different things that we feed the animals. This is obviously not a complete list, but these are some of the more important ones. We have lots of different produce options. That's fruit, vegetables, and lots of leafy greens. We also have pellet or grain diet options. These are complete diets made by an outside company, usually from Missouri, and they are specifically formulated for the species they're fed out to. We also need protein options for most of our animals. That includes beef, chicken, fish, but some lesser considered ones would be bugs, eggs, and nuts. Okay, so how we get food. We tend to get lots of food through donations. We, like I said earlier, get donations from several local grocery stores, as well as a couple of small businesses in the Gulf Shores, Orange Beach area. And we also get lots of donations from our community. That's you guys. We order Missouri and produce, and then also bugs and rodents to feed all of our animals. When we order Missouri, it's about once a month, which means we have to keep track of how much we go through, how fast animals are eating it, as well as how much we have on stock before we place a new order. Produce is ordered twice a week. We tend to keep 2 types of lettuce and 2 dark greens. Usually that's arugula and turnips, but it depends on what's in season, as well as an assortment of fruits and veggies. Our bug order is a fun one. It is a lot of bugs. We usually get about 4,000 crickets at a time and about 600 superworms at a time. Now we're going to put it all together and show you guys what typical diets usually look like. On screen we have the quaddy diet, a skunk diet, and a capuchin diet. At our facility, I don't actually make the diets. A lot of facilities have full-time commissary staff that make diets, but at our facility we have our zookeepers make diets. So these were made by all of their keepers. On this screen we have a Buddha bucket, which is for our black bear Buddha. That is part of his diet. He gets a couple other things as well. And then that is a sulcata tortoise salad. And in that salad you can see some of that Missouri pellet diet as well. So now my favorite part, everybody's favorite part, is enrichment. I have a background in recipe development and restaurant management, so this one is near and dear to my heart, and a little bit different here at the zoo. We tend to make special treats for the animals. Because I'm making things to go to as many different kinds of animals as possible, something I try to keep in mind is limiting the ingredients and making sure that it's something that lots of different animals can eat. On screen we have banana cookies that were rolled in cockatiel seed, and Blossom, the Gala cockatoo, deciding whether or not she wants to partake in her enrichment. When the birds got these treats, they picked the seeds out. When primate keepers gave them to some of the monkeys had to go forage for the treats in their exhibit. I don't know if you guys know this, but here in the South it's a little bit hot. So we also do a lot of frozen enrichment. It helps keep the animals cool as well as something new and novel for them to interact with. There are lots of different types of puzzle feeders. The kinds that we make in the commissary tend to be smaller and things that are wrapped up food so that animals have to tear something apart to get to their diet. The other picture on screen is a picture taken by one of our primate keepers. That puzzle feeder shows the common marmosets that we have stretching and reaching to a platform that has their diet on it for the day. Another part of enrichment is doing birthday celebrations at the zoo, and this is one of my absolute favorite things to do. Keepers usually come up with an idea of what they want for their animals and then let me run with the idea and come up with something that's safe for them to eat. On screen we have the pig pies that I made for a pig's first birthday. Those were made with pig grain as the crust and then a berry filling, and one of them had a dairy-free whipped cream topping. The other one on screen was for the wolf's 10th birthday, and those keepers asked for cupcakes, which kind of happened. The 10 is made out of cooked sweet potato that are then cut into shapes, and the cupcake part of that is a liver puree that was then frozen to keep it together. Both of those videos are available on our Facebook if you want to watch the animals enjoy their treats. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Hopefully now you know what it takes to feed all of the animals at the zoo. Stay tuned for more episodes next week.